Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm attempting to address an issue that I've been faced with for probably about 7-8 months, maybe even closer to a year. And what that issue is, I've been having issues with my steering. I ended up finding out one of the guys that rides in our group, Mike with MFR, he brought this into his shop. And while he was looking at the steering, we were trying to figure out what was wrong, because the steering, it was kind of, the handlebars were kind of cocked, and there was a little bit of looseness. Well, there's a lot of looseness in there, and it got worse over time. And what he ended up finding out was that the bolt at the bottom of my steering stem didn't have the washer in it. I don't know how that would have happened. This has only been worked on once at the dealer, so I don't know if they took it apart and maybe forgot to put the washer back in. But he replaced the washer, tightened it up, put the cotter pin in, and it was night and day. However, we're still noticing an issue with the handlebars when you turn them, when the ATV is running. And this is the CForce 800XC 2024. When the machine's running and the power steering is working, when you go to just gently turn the handlebars, it feels loose before it actually engages. Now, I saw a video online by a pretty big reputable CFMoto dealer. Their front man did a video on a CForce 500 where there's your power steering pump has a plastic bushing in there that rides in between the gears for the power steering. And eventually what happens is, over time, they wear out. They just disintegrate. And then you end up getting that notchiness feel. What I'm hoping today is, if I take this apart and open up the power steering pump, that piece has completely blew apart. If it has not, then I have another issue that I got to dig into, because somewhere in this steering, it's probably about a 1/2 inch loose left and right before it engages either way. So tie rods are good, they're not loose. You know, I got my bearings are good, my bushings are good. So what I'm gonna do, so what I ended up doing is, you have to take off all your plastic. Okay, now to access the power steering, I hope you guys can see this. I'll turn a light on. To access the power steering pump, it's on the right side. In the video that I watched for the CForce 500, it's on the left side. You access it from the left. On the 800XC, I don't know how the 600 Tourings are. I'm assuming they're the same as the 500, but you have to loosen this bolt and that bolt. And if you look, like, the frame is here, this is going to be fun. You loosen this bolt, that bolt, this comes off, and then you're able to see in here. And obviously when we get to that, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Now, the part that I'm referring to looks like this. So I'm hoping you guys can see that. Okay, you can see it's kind of like almost like a propeller blade. It's got, you know, 3 notches that it sits inside the spline groove. The part number, it's called a cushion, rubber cushing. The part number is 9C as in Charlie, R as in Robert, 6-103301. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully the camera's focusing on it. I'll try to do a zoom in for you. If you go to any of the dealers, even if you go to your local dealer and they do an exploded view of the steering diagram, and you look at the power steering pump, you will see that there is this part in the blown apart diagram that shows this. This was $8. So I'm hoping for $8 we can fix this issue. I hope. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in here and start wrenching on this. It's gonna be fun. And I lost the bearing from my... All right, I got the handy dandy swivel. Let's see if I can pull this off. I bet you I can't. I can't even see. It doesn't help that the 4-wheel drive wire coming down is literally right in front of that bolt. I mean, literally. So how am I supposed to get in there? This is gonna be a pain, man. Absolute freaking pain. But I really want to do this. I really want to see. Frame is literally right here in the way. I mean, it's almost like you have to remove the whole front of the ATV, which is really going to upset me. I don't know if I'm going to have the tools to do this. I might end up having to take this to my buddy. Well, let's see if I can get a longer extension. Oh, got it. That's nice. Well, let's see if I can get it on there without. Oh my God, this is nasty. Nasty. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the bolt back in there. I mean, that's how nasty this is. Oh, are you kidding me? Stay put. Why did they put this here? And of course that wire is in the way. And you need monkey hands to get in here. I'm telling you, man, this is ridiculous. Oh. Just get on there. Of course I can't get the angle right. It's almost like I need another swivel. I don't have one. How much you want to bet I lose this nut, this bolt? How much you want to bet I'm not going to be able to get it back in? My big sausage figures. Got it. Now, oh man, I can't believe that bearing broke. Doesn't it piss you off? If this comes apart and this thing's not damaged, I'm gonna be so mad. Mad. All right, 2. And of course I'm sitting under this. Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. I can't get it out. Freaking frame is in the way. Oh, got it. Oh man. You guys seeing this? It's not my issue. Shit. That is not my issue. There's the O-ring. Damn it. Freaking screwed. That sucks. Man, does that suck. So, here's the part. And it's perfectly intact. So I either have a power steering problem or I have a steering problem. Oh man, that sucks. What am I gonna do? So now I have a bigger issue. Number one, I gotta get this back in here. This is gonna be fun. Of course, the wires are in the way. This is not going well at all because of that damn frame. Don't blame the manufacturer. I will, because this is a stupid place to put this. Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care what anybody says. Mechanics don't make enough money. They really don't. Especially when they have to pay for all their tools and their hands all cut up, chemicals that they're dealing with all day long, breathing, touching. Get in there. Come on, man. I am so angry I took this apart. So angry. Oh shit. Don't do that. Man, I'm pissed. I was really hoping that that was the issue. Damn. Let's start it, make sure it still turns. Alright, so the power steering still works, so that's good. So the pump went back in the way it was supposed to. I think I see an issue. There is something. Wait. Oh my God. Guys, look at this. Look at the power steering pump. Watch it. Keep watching. See this bolt? The whole assembly's loose. Let's try to tighten that up. Oy, oy, oy. Ah! You suck. Stay. What are the chances of me getting the socket right away? However, I should probably have a short one. It's loose. I'll be damned. 13? 13! No knuckle ripping. No knuckle ripping. Wow. Really loose. I'll be damned. Look at that. Now I got to get around to the other side. I hope I don't have to take that damn plastic off. Oh my God, this was so loose. Wait a minute. Oh. I'll be damned. All right. Watch the power steering pump now. Nothing. This is so much tighter. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I dealt with this. There's nothing more frustrating than when you're riding a trail or you're out riding with your buddies and you're riding a $10,000 four-wheeler, $10,000 ATV. Really? Who cares? You're riding a $10,000 ATV. This ATV has 1,300 miles on it. It's a 2024. I bought it in 2024. And there's nothing more frustrating than having steering issues. Now, this was in the shop because I hit a tree stump. I was riding home with our group. We had lunch down at a local establishment, and we were coming back, and I had my wife with me on this, and I really wasn't paying attention. It's my fault. I took my eye off the trail, and I drifted off the trail into the brush, and I clipped the tree stump with the left front end. Bent the tie rod. Took it into the dealer. They inspected it. They looked at it. They said the only thing that they can see, the A-arms are not bent. No damage except for the bent tie rod. So they replaced. Hey, Mary. All right, so my apologies. It ended up getting a little bit dark. I had to go take care of a family issue. So again, I originally thought that my steering issue, the looseness, was because of this part, okay? And I'm gonna turn light on so you guys can see me. I thought it was because of this part. Turns out, when I took the power steering pump apart, this part looks brand new. So it wasn't the power steering. What it was, I'll bring you in here. What it was this bolt, that bolt, and the other two bolts opposite of these. These 4 bolts on the frame hold this power steering unit in place. So what was happening was I was getting, let me turn this off. Hopefully you guys can see me, it's not too dark. I was getting notchiness in my steering, and now it is super, super tight. So if you guys are feeling that, obviously it could be that bushing that I showed you, but before you go tearing into that and making the mistake that I just did, check your bolts on your frame, okay? I'm so glad that I saw that when I wiggled the steering, that I could see the power steering unit move, and then I identified the issue. So I'm super excited. We're gonna be taking this ATV to Tar Hollow. There is a huge ride coming up in Hancock, New York. Our group is going to be there. It's an all weekend event. There's camping. There's a food truck on site. There's some vendors that are gonna be there. I know they sell shirts every year. They have an apparel stand there. We bought one of their shirts last time we were there in the sun, right before, it was the spring, right after spring. This is the fall ride. Tar Hollow is a great place to ride. If you guys are looking to come out, you can meet us, hang out with us. I mean, if you guys want to. I mean, who are we, right? But I'm super excited. When I was there in the spring, I had Zombie, the 950 Sport, my side-by-side. This fall, coming up, September, I think it's September 11th, 12th, and 13th. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can't ride Friday, but you can set up the camp. You can ride Saturday and you can ride Sunday. I'm gonna be bringing Orange Crush, the 800XC. So I'm gonna get this thing back together. It's getting dark here, and I'm just glad that I figured it out. I was worried it was the power steering. If it wasn't that bushing, I would be spending about $1,500 to replace that unit. So 1,300 miles, I figured it out. 4 loose bolts. Guys, thanks for watching. If you found the video useful, please share it out. Anybody else out there with issues, drop us a comment. Let us know what you've identified with your ATV, your CFMoto CForce 800XC, 600, 500, 400, up to 1,000. All right, catch you in the next one.